My name is Ben Bartley. I'm the 2017 Fantasy Football Champion. Yeah, thank you.
Where's your ring?
But yeah, it's in its case. It's in the locked, sealed area. We only bring it out.
You have the
ring? When you turn 100, I'll wear the ring.
Yeah, Beth asked me to do this roast of Nick, or at least host it. I thought, I think it might turn into a roast of Beth. I'm not sure what's going to happen. But, yeah, if you're, I think I know everybody here. There was a time, but if you're easily offended, this is the fucking time to leave right now. We're going to hurt your feelings for sure. Because Nick is such a good guy. He's a Michigan State fan. He goes to church every week. He's just a really nice person, and he gets along with everybody. And so it's kind of hard to make fun of him. But the good news is I'm a total asshole, and his neighbors are also total jackasses. So, get comfortable. Nick. This is very fun. Yeah, Nick is so old. He turned 50. He's so old now that he actually had to travel here tonight in a time machine. I said you had to travel here in a time machine. You guys think you can hear me? Now that Nick's 50, life is going to change for him. He's going to want dinner at 4:30. He's going to be annoyed by young people. He's going to talk about the glory days. Oh wait, nothing's going to change. Nick's been doing that shit since I met him. So yeah, speaking of giant assholes, our first roaster tonight is going to be Bruce Copel. Or as I like to call him, Bruce Copel. His nickname is 007. Oh, I mean 0 and 7. It's 0 and 7. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bruce Copel.
Okay, well look, you see you got the high tech going on here, right? This is Ben stuff. I'm not high tech kind of guy. So what I thought I would do is I came out with something that Nick and I would be much more comfortable working with. I have a few notes here, so just take a few minutes, sit back. Okay, a couple of months ago, some of you might be aware that Nick went on a vacation. He took Beth and some of the other kids in the neighborhood and went to Mexico. So during that time, his mom and dad were here. And so I got a lot of time to talk to them. I found out a lot about it. They're really nice people. If you've met them, very down-to-earth people. So I told him one day, I said, look, you guys, you had raised a really good son. I mean, he's just a solid neighbor. I mean, he's on all appearances, a great husband. Probably. He's a great father. Probably. But it's as best we can see. So he's really nice, really calm, and now his mom jumps up and she says, wait a minute. Nick was not always a nice, calm kid that you guys seem to think he's grown up into. I said, well, you're going to have to tell me about that. She says, well, listen. When we brought him home, when we adopted him, he was a very, very, very outspoken, very, very mean kid. But it took us a while till we could get him, to kind of where he's going. So at 10 years old, Nick's got this little girlfriend in the neighborhood.
Oh.
And they've been playing together for a long time. And they're talking. They want to get married. So he says, look, we can't get married. I got to go talk to your dad first. So he goes over to his dad and he says, Mr. Longstreet, Jackie and I we've been in love forever. And I know that she's the one and I'm the one for her and we want to get married. So he looks at me and goes, that's pretty good, Nick, but I got a couple questions for you before I let you marry my daughter. And he says, look, how are you going to take care of her? And he says, well, we covered that. I mean, I get $10 a week allowance. She gets $5. That's, $15 a week. That's, it's like $40 a month, $60 a month. It'll be good. I said, that's pretty good, man. Well, where are you going to live? And he said, well, Jackie's bedroom's a lot bigger than mine. So, we'll just stay there. Well, I think the two of us would do well there. He said, fine, yeah, that's really good, Nick. Well, Nick, what happens if a couple of babies come along? How about that? And he's looked at me and said, well, we've been lucky so far. Okay. So there was another story. Now Nick is like 6 years old, okay? And his dad, like dad, nice guy, right? Well, the neighbors happen to have a tree. It's a big tree, and it's very possibly going to fall on their house. I can relate to this story. So anyhow, his dad decides he's going to be a nice guy. He's going to cut the tree down for him. So he goes up in a tree, ties off a rope, and he gets Nick and his brother far out from the tree, and they're holding the rope. He says, now look, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to saw into the tree, and then you guys are going to hear the tree's going to crack. It's going to make a big noise. It's going to crack. And when it does that, I want you to start pulling, and then once it comes, drop the rope and get out of the way. Now my first thought is, you got a tree that's big enough to kill a house, and you're going to let a 6- and 7-year-old kid pull the tree. We got past that. At any rate, he goes through the tree, and he hears the tree starting to snap, and he looks up, and they're nowhere to be seen. They're gone. Oh. So he's up there. He's apparently got to pull this tree down by himself. And I told him, at the end, I'm thinking, man, I think you could go to jail for that. How do you put the 5-, and 6-, and 7-year-old kids out there pulling down a tree? But apparently he did that. And I guess Nick discovered at that point he didn't want anything to do with that. All right, that one was a bomb. So let's go to the next one. Now, Nick's 14 years old. This is their significance here. He's 14 years old. And he gets up one morning and he says, I'm going to go. He says, I've watched you guys. I got to go find me a wife. They say, okay, so he leaves. About 3 o'clock, they get a phone call. It's the hospital. And they said, Mrs. Willison, your son Nick's here at the hospital. She's freaking out. She's thinking, hold on. It's okay. It's okay. She says, what's he doing at the hospital? He said, well, he's been here all day. He's been staring into one mirror, just standing there all day. So finally, one of the nurses went on and she said, Nick, do you have a little baby brother or sister there in the nursery? He said, no, but I think I just made eye contact with my future wife. That's pretty cool, but you should be down at the next window looking at the ones in pink. So, okay, that one didn't work. Okay, so now let's move down a little bit.
Wow.
Nick's got a paper run, and so he one Sunday he gets on and he's pretty tired. He gets a big Saturday night. He's got to go deliver papers. Now the Sunday paper, you got to remember that's a big thing, and he's pulling them in the back, carrying them on a bike. So he's going down the road tired, and finally gets done with the thing. He's coming back home, and he gets right up next to the house, and apparently falls asleep on a bicycle. So, boom, right into the back of the car, over the bicycle, hits the car, hits the ground, rolls up. Here I am, like Carl was. Well, what was that on the golf show? When the priest hit him? Caddyshack. Busts right up, he's all good. Yeah, well, $300 damage to the car and 5 stitches for Nick later. He's really all good. Okay, I'm going. All right. So let's go to college. What the hell? Okay. So Nick's in college, and he's got this younger brother, 1 year younger than him. So younger brother turns 21, and he says, "Hey, look, we need to go do some drinking together." So they go to a bar, and they put up shots. They're going to drink shots. Well, Nick, hits the shot. And another hour later, he's finally got his second shot down. And he's starting to get a little loose. So he keeps going. Nick's got 3, they got 4, 5, 6, 7 shots down. With 8th shot hits, Nick can't barely sit on the chair. And he looks over at his brother and he says, come on, man, how come you ain't having as much fun as I am? He says, well, you dumbass, I've been drinking apple juice all night while you've been drinking shots. So he said, I want you to know that even though I am your little brother, I'm always going to be a little bit ahead of you. It's time to wrap this one up, man. Let's wrap this one. Okay, let's wrap this one up. Now, Nick and his friends decide that they should go to Whistler skiing. Okay, so we go skiing at Whistler, and he's probably out there looking for another bride, as far as we know, but he doesn't find anything. So he comes home, but he forgets that he left his razor there. So he calls the motel and he says, look, you guys got to send my razor back. Sure, Mr. Wilson, we'll take care of that. Well, for some reason, they didn't get his dormitory address, they got his home address. So they sent the razor back, but there just happened to be a couple more items that they found when they cleaned the room. Let's see, what was it? 2 Penthouse, 3 Playboys, and a half-empty bottle of Vaseline. Now, all I can tell you is Mom was not very happy about that. Okay. All right, well, I'm done. I want you to stand up here for a second, please. Okay. Now, I want you girls, look at this guy. 50 years old, great shape, good-looking young man. And that's the good news. The bad news is, as good as you look today, you'll never look this good again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Copo! Our next roaster is a neighbor of mine. It's Jimmy Stout. Jimmy lives across the street from me, so he gets to see my Halloween lights, which are the same thing as my Christmas lights, President's Day lights, and my Easter lights. So Jimmy has put up with me. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jimmy Stout. Here we go.
First of all, let me apologize, because when Ben asked me to do this, I thought he said I was supposed to toast it. So I'm clearly maybe not quite as prepared as everybody else. But got to know Nick pretty well through the years, and you know, we had Nick's in our dinner club, and we were here I guess about a month ago, and got to talk to Nick a little bit on his own, and started talking about his wife and how much he loved her, and you know, I was very impressed. And he said, in fact, I can still tell you everything about our first date, and when we first started dating. And he said, I got a room upstairs. And he had pictures, he had everything from their first date in it. And I said, damn, that's pretty amazing. Of course, I got to looking at it. I said, it looks like a lot like a room we had in our house when my daughter was a baby. We called it a nursery. Which really isn't that hard to understand, since she and Beth are about the same age. He told me the first time he went to Beth's house to pick her up, and he came in and said, I'm here to get, actually he wasn't here to get Beth, he was here to get her sister, I think. Anyway, they said, well, Beth's room's right down the hall. Go on down there. And so Nick walked down the hall. I didn't see her room, the only thing I saw was this room. And he said, yeah, that's her room. So he said, okay, so he went back out, still couldn't find her, and was talking to the parents, and his mom said, her mom said, she's kind of headstrong, and you don't really want to try to change her unless you're prepared.
I think I know where this
She gave him that and said, you might need to be prepared. So anyway, he got her changed, and they went out on their date. And he said, well, hold on, I need to get my bottle. And Nick thought, damn, she's bringing a bottle on the first date. This is going to be great. And then she broke that out, and he said, okay, well, she's going to be a cheap date. So that's good. That kind of worked into the next thing a little bit. And after dinner was over,
Oh, no.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Okay, all right. We missed that one.
Yeah.
After dinner was over, they decided to go out and see a movie. He asked her, you want to get something to drink? She said, no, I'm good. I don't need to get anything to drink. She said, I'm covered. He thought, dang, this is even getting better. She's got
You
the
should be sitting
pass
up here.
So afterwards, they got back, and when he got back home, the parents were still waiting up, and he said, well, I'll be going now. And they said, no, you kept her out late. You got to get her to sleep. So they left the room, and Nick had the rocking chair and got the rocking to sleep. So, but we all know things have worked out great for them, and they've become friends with all of us. When he took her out, when they finally got engaged, he said, I'm going to let you pick out your own wedding ring. And the rest was history. But in all seriousness, if we can be that way, we have gotten to know them very well over the last few years. I really enjoyed both of them. And just the fact that she puts up with all the shit we give them and we give him too is a tribute to how much they like to get along with everybody in the neighborhood.
Thanks.